So now let's look at how you can set up a quiz or assessment or exams for a student. So let's log in as an admin or tutor. Now after logging in, just go to the quiz or exams, and then you see a list of other quizzes. Click on the plus to define a new quiz or assessment. So I will say the title is tutorial assessment. I'll put a description there, and then I'll have to select the course that is this tag to or this linked to. So I think this one will be for medicine, and then I'll put a tag for the quiz. I can add multiple tags and then type and click enter or hit the enter key. I have to provide the duration of the quiz and set the quiz type, either MCQ or essay. So I'll pick MCQ. Also, I have to say whether the quiz is ready for writing. If it's closed, that means I'm done. And then if I want the student to be able to access their results or check their results after writing the quiz. So I have to set the start duration or period and then the end period. So this is the period within which the quiz will be or assessment will be ready or accessible to students. After I'm done with all these things, I can click on the create. But if I set the ready on, that means that it is ready, so it will be visible to all students. And if I said allow access results access, they can see the results. So now after I click on the submit, it creates a quiz, and then I can see it up there. So now what is left is to add questions to the quiz. So I'll click on the question bank, and then I'll select a question from the question bank. So either I'm dealing with an MCQ or essay question, I just type any question. Because right now I'm adding the question to the question bank. It's not really tied to the quiz at this point in time. It's just going to the question bank. So I can just type the question, the difficulty level of the question, and then tag each question. So I can tag the question so that at least other tutors will be able to find it if they want something of that sort, or I can even find it later. Then I go ahead and type the answers. Because it's an MCQ, I type the answer, and then I click on the plus sign or I hit enter key to add it to the answers list. The system accepts up to 4 possible answers for MCQ, and then essay it accepts unlimited keywords. So I'll just hit the plus sign to add it, and then I'll type another question, another answer, and then clicking on the delete button will remove any answer from the list. You can repopulate the answer by just typing a new one and hitting the plus key. So, but I still cannot add the question because I've not selected the correct one out of the list. So I have to pick one and make it the correct answer. And then now I can click on the create MCQ question to create the question. So now the question will be added to the question bank from the list. As you can see here, that was the question that I just created, and then these are the tags that are used for creating the question. And this question is now part of the question bank. I can click on edit to make changes and then update it again. But what happens is that if I want to add a question to the quiz or the assessment, I have to go to the questions and then select the course where I want to put the questions from, and then I can scroll through and then select any. So this is my question, the question I just added. I can just select the tick sign, and then it will checkbox, it will add it to the question for me. But I can also add questions directly from here. That is the inline question adding. I can click on the plus sign. It will give me the same editor to add a question. I can see how many questions can be added to a WebLearn assessment. I will just put some tags there and then start adding the answers, the possible answers. And then after adding the possible answers, I just have to select the correct one and click on create, and it creates it for me. So now when I look through the list, I'll be able to see the new question that I just added. So the same way I can pick from other existing questions and add it to my quiz, because this is the question bank. So all questions that is linked to the course that I've selected will be available for me to use in my quiz. So I only have to tick and then untick. So if I want to remove a question, I only have to uncheck it. So now let's assume that now it can show that I have 8 questions added to my assessment or my quiz at this point in time. And when I click on it, I'll be able to see all those ones, and I can remove by unchecking any of the questions and remove it. Let's see how we can add a student to the assessment. Just click on the student button, select a class, and then start checking students that you want to include them in the assessment. So from this class, I only have about 4 students. So I only check the student, and then the student is automatically added to the quiz, so that the students will be able to participate in that quiz. That's basically how it works. It's very simple to add students and remove students just by checking and unchecking. So as it stands now, I've been able to add 4 students to the assessment, and that is how it works. So as long as the quiz remains open, it means that students can write it. So if it's ready, that means that it is open. So I've updated my quiz to be open, and now it means that I've set everything about it and it's ready for writing, so the students can go ahead and write it. So at this point in time, after the students has finished writing it, I only click the results parts to see the participant, the student, and then their various scores in that particular quiz. That is how it works. And then I can click even the details to see exactly the score of every student. But you see, clicking on details didn't work at this point in time, just because the quiz I've not turned on the ability for students to view the results, allow results access. So that means that no one can see the details of their results. So now I've turned it on, so let's try again. So now I can see the details. So it shows me how many times I had it correct and how many times I had it wrong, and which questions I had wrong and right. I get all those information from the details. Even though I'm not a student, I can review all those things for each of the students, but I get a summary, a general overview of the entire results. So this student had one question wrong, and then I can go and then close the quiz, which means that it will not be accessible or visible to any of the students. So if you have not already taken part in the assessment or the exams, this means that you cannot write again because it has been taken off, it has been closed. So this is how you start creating quizzes and then assess and then monitoring the results. That's basically how it is being done on WebLearn.